Hello everyone, my name is Pixlriffs. Welcome back to Minecraft, but today is going to be something a little different. We are going to try a challenge map. This is called Captive Minecraft Winter Realm. It's created by a group called the Farlanders, and it is a really unique challenge map. I'm going to load up this world, and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. So, the first thing you guys will notice is that I'm in a 1x1 world border. This is the concept of Captive Minecraft is that you are surrounded by a world border at all times, and it shrinks down to a single block when you start the game, and the way you expand the world border is by getting achievements. Now, I've got a camera account in here occasionally just so you guys can see what's going on from outside the border, but from the inside, I really can't do very much. I can't move around at all. I can't punch this tree I'm standing next to. Now, the way you enlarge the world border is by gaining achievements. So the first thing, of course, we're going to do is the first thing you should do in any Minecraft world, open the inventory, and as we take the inventory, you'll see the world border enlarges, turns green, and gives us a little bit more world to work with. So now we can punch this tree, get our first block. Let's stand as close to it as possible just so we can make sure we get the wood. There you go. We get ourselves another block of wood, and now the tree is in our reach. This is a really cool concept for a survival map, and I'm going to put this out here right now. This can actually be played on a multiplayer server. It is possible to play this multiplayer, and from what I gather from the information on their website, which I will link in the description so you guys can check out the world for yourself, watch their trailer, download the map if you want to give it a try, each player in a multiplayer game contributes to the size of the world border by gaining their own achievements. So the idea is that you can play this multiplayer, you can expand the world border to, in theory, the size of the world as long as you have enough players, and you can have yourselves a fantastic game of survival Minecraft. There are challenges in this map, there are a whole bunch of things to do. You're always going to start off on this quartz block, and it is a custom world. You'll notice there are also chests around the place, which means that there are things we can go and get. This is also a 1.10 map, so you can download and play this in Minecraft 1.10, and in fact there are some fairly unique features that wouldn't quite be the same if it wasn't for 1.10. Let's get our next achievement real quick. Let's go put together a crafting table. Benchmarking is complete, and the world border expands. We are ever closer to that chest, but it is still out of our reach. And obviously you can walk a little bit beyond the boundary of the world border, but you're not going to be able to interact with anything outside of there. As long as that kind of red HUD thing applies, then you're not going to be able to do it. So the next achievement's on the tree. Let's refer to the achievement tree a couple of times because I have a feeling we will need to. I kind of remember the progression of it. I've played Minecraft quite a bit, of course, but we do need to make sure we are doing things in the correct order. Good, I can get that sapling. Great, let's plant that somewhere. Is there grass underneath here? Oh, it's snow. Oh, you clever map makers, you. They've definitely thought this one through. So we can put together our first wooden tools with this wood that we've just collected, but we are going to have to be a little bit careful about how we spend our resources. First things first, let's get ourselves a pick. Wonderful. Time to mine, and the border expands. Are we getting to the chest yet? Almost, but not quite. Well, good thing we have a couple more achievements up our sleeve. We can get time to strike already, and we can get time to farm from the hoe. Now, getting a food source is going to be an interesting prospect in this game, but look at that world border expand. The freedom is beautiful. Hello! Torn journal entry by TLV. Awesome, there's like a quest line in this. Day 18. I finally reached the area marked on the map. Today will be spent setting up camp. Then tomorrow I can begin to dig downwards. I see there are hints. There's a leather tunic and some gold nuggets, but not a gold bar. Okay, so we have ourselves at least some armor, which is going to be useful because, goodness me, I am worried about encountering skeletons without a shield. Suddenly I'm vulnerable again. Suddenly the game is all fresh and new and shiny and scary and exciting. So let's make ourselves some more sticks because we will need those for torches. Let's make a shovel so that we can collect some of this snow. I feel like making wooden tools is not always the first thing you do, but it's definitely on the list. Now we have actually now gotten ourselves, let's dig up the snowballs anyway so we can maybe build these into a shelter if we need them. The wooden shovel is going away quite quickly, but that'll be fine. So let's plant ourselves the spruce saplings that we've got. Let's plant them here. And I'm not sure, I assume stuff will grow out towards the world border. We should probably smash the grass just in case we get some seeds as well. Don't want to waste that. We need to take advantage of that at all times. Is there any... There's ice nearby, which means we can definitely farm some stuff. Now let's check the achievement tree and see what we can do next. Time to strike. We can attack a monster, harvest some leather. We can get an upgrade, but we need to dig down from this area to find stone, don't we? I feel like we probably do. Digging downwards is going to be a fun prospect. They've definitely got snow to a decent depth. Okay, so that's a thing. That's a thing. They've obviously thought through how people are going to use the map, and there is snow under there as well. We have ourselves some dirt, which we could place pretty much wherever we want. It also has just occurred to me that there might be some stuff upwards. This is a custom map, and they said on the website it goes all the way to 256 tall. Hello. Oh, best not to cover the quartz spawn block. That's where monument rewards appear. Interesting. Good to know. Thank you for that game. Much appreciated. There is a monument room somewhere on this map which actually contains challenges for you to complete. Let's hoe a couple of spaces out here and plant the seeds real quick just so those will actually grow. And this is going to be a concern. Now, where are we going to find stone under all of this? That's the next question. Is there going to be a single block underneath here which has stone under it? Oh, doesn't look like it. Okay, well, let's make sure we gather all the blocks we possibly can. It did say digging downwards was a possibility. Hello! What is this? Oh, there's somewhere under there that you could fall. Oh, another torn journal entry and some apples. Okay, those seem more like food to me. Let's throw the torches in there. Make sure we've got the sword on our hotbar just in case. Because goodness me, we are going to need that at some point. What does this journal entry say? An avalanche has buried my escape route back to the surface. Without a shovel, I have no choice but to stay underground until the winter is over and the ice starts melting. Yeah, well, good luck with that, because I have a feeling we are going to be in this trip for the long haul. It's going to be a lot of fun, though. Let's take the chest with us as well. We may as well. I think we can probably discard these journal entries once we've read them. It feels like sacrilege in a way. They've put so much effort into this. We don't have a wooden axe yet, but I have a feeling it may be best to wait until we get something else. Hello. Are those bunnies going to come near me? Because I could use a bunny right about now. I think I could probably use a bunny for some food. No worries. Let's not think about that now. We've got some food, at least. We've got some raw beef. We do need to find something with which to cook it, but this is going to be a lot of fun. This is going to be an adventure. At least all this snow can be remade into blocks. Hello. Okay, that's the shovel all done. We're probably going to have to drop down into here. Let's get the sword at the ready. And this is the Room of Monuments. Oh, beautiful. So this place is going to be the objective, more or less, of the game later on. Obviously, once survival is taken care of, we need to come back to this place and we need to complete some of these monuments. I'm going to make all of this into snow so I have a staircase back up to the top here, but let's take a look at what's around us once I've fumbled my way through making these snow blocks. There we go. So there's evidently challenges there to get 3 blocks of diamond, 3 blocks of gold. This looks like stained clay, possibly, and there are chests around here as well. So it definitely looks like there are a bunch of items that you can collect. Those look like, they do look like all of the stained clay colours, and evidently we are in an environment that does not normally have stained clay, so it's going to be kind of interesting to see how we're going to acquire those. Let's pillar back up. Let's actually make something more like a spiral staircase back up, because we should probably have one of those if we're going to come back up and down here as often as I think we need to. So let's pop that in here. The world border is causing a little bit of laggy frame rate, and the fact that those things have outlines, that's the glowing effect they added in 1.9, isn't it? So that's really exciting. Let's get rid of this chest and we can get ourselves back out of here. Oh dear, it is nighttime. It is very much nighttime. Well, good thing we are able to go down into the bowels of the earth to escape. Let's take the crafting table with us. It might actually be best to set up a farm down there. My concern is we're probably going to run out of wood at some point, so I could always return to the surface when it's daytime, but we can set up crafting down here at least. We should probably put the torches down so we can see where we are. Oh, and the stone below this floor! Oh, brilliant! Okay, I thought this was all going to be snow again. I was mistaking snow layers for snow blocks, but no problem. We have ourselves some stone, and there's gravel immediately underneath that, so this is evidently an exhaustive supply of stone. To a certain point, we are probably going to run out at some point. But wow, This is really well thought through, guys. I'm really enjoying this. As a concept, it's brilliant. I think it's really, really cool. And the fact that they've obviously set it up so the world border is going to grow and shrink. It's probably not going to shrink. I hope it's not going to shrink. Oh, goodness. But yeah, it's going to grow depending on how much we have achieved in the game. That's a brilliant mechanic. I've got to say that right now. That's a really, really cool mechanic. So we have ourselves 8 of these. Cobblestone. Is Hot Topic the next thing on the achievement tree? Because I don't want to make a furnace and then miss it. It is. Okay, good. Because then we can make ourselves a furnace and get the achievement. We can start cooking stuff up. We can also make ourselves a stone pick, which is getting an upgrade, which will be another achievement that is vital to get this early in the game. Amazing. This is so, so brilliant. Right, we're doing okay, and we are starting to expose some of these monuments. We're not quite there yet, and obviously we're not going to be able to get the materials for them yet, but it's going to be really cool putting stuff together like this. So this is going to be a new series, I think, on the channel. Let me know what you guys think of this series, if you guys are excited for it, if you guys want to see more stuff like this in future, or if you're more of like the regular vanilla SMP crowd. It would be really cool to play this on a multiplayer server at some point, but I haven't got the resources to set one up right now, so that may have to wait until a later date. But it would be really cool to play this with some of the other guys from DV, or maybe collab with some other people from around YouTube. That would be a lot of fun. I think the next step is definitely going to be to get together some better stone tools, maybe a stone sword and shovel. We need to grow our trees on the surface, but I think we're doing okay for wood for now. It's definitely going to be more of a challenge when we go caving. Definitely going to be more of a challenge then. And see, now we've got those achievements. We are slightly closer to the water, but I don't think there are any. It's not going to give us any leeway. Oh, let's not break that sapling. We need that to stay planted. It's not going to give us any leeway with the water. We are going to have to make our way over there once we've enlarged the border a little bit more. Now, let me just quickly check. We're on normal difficulty, by the way. I think that's probably fair and balanced. There is an optional extra difficulty mode where you can turn on like super evil mobs, basically, but I've not done that. That's an option that they said is probably recommended for experts, and whilst I like to think, a decent Minecraft player, I will probably save that until I've had a go at this format and I kind of understand how it all works. So our options for cooking stuff are relatively limited, but now we have ourselves some stone tools. I think we can probably use the wooden ones to cook ourselves some food and stay healthy. Pork and beef are going to give us the same amount of saturation, which is going to be good. They will fill up the hunger bar nicely. Let's actually take the UHC method and wait until we have 4 shanks down before we go any further, before we go ahead and eat that. Food is going to have to be used pretty sparingly, I think. I've started to dig down through that gravel layer, and already I've started to hear zombies and spiders. So this is going to be a challenge. This is going to be a lot of fun, but it's definitely going to be a challenge. I need myself some coal. There must be something around here. At least I hope there is. Either that or I could turn wood into charcoal, but that is going to be a bit of a long game. We will need stone anyway, so let's harvest as much stone as we can from this area to see if we can dig out a patch of coal or anything that's going to help us like that. But I don't know. I'm not sure what they will have provided. This is a completely custom map after all, so they could have put anything down here. They could have completely tailored the experience. There could be no coal anywhere on the map for all I know, but we will have to try and find it. We've got ourselves 2 cooked pork chops. Now, how are we doing for food? Okay, now is the time for us to eat one of the pork chops, and that will have us going for a little while longer. I'm going to make myself... First of all, I'm going to make myself a stone hoe, because we will probably need that, and then I can use this hoe to cook myself some charcoal, and then the charcoal will be fuel for a whole bunch of other smelting operations. That seems like a sensible thing to do. Then we can cook up to 8 items in there, pretty much, so that will be fine. Next up on the achievement tree, what else do we have? We've done the furnace, so the next thing is either smelt an iron ingot or catch and cook a fish. I don't see us doing either just yet. Obviously, digging down is going to have to happen. We need to harvest some leather from a cow or attack a monster, and I have a feeling that attack a monster and get a fishing rod and catch a fish are probably going to be hand in hand, because I think there are some spiders we can find. Turn wheat into bread. is a possibility, but we have to wait for the wheat to grow, and that's up on the surface. It really lags out my frame rate coming out of that room because of the world border and the glowing effect on all of those monuments. That's what's lagging me out completely right there. Is this farmland hydrated because it's near the ice? There's a question. I don't know if that's a thing. Let's at least plant some more of the seeds. So, if in theory, these seeds could all grow into bread. Now, that doesn't look like it's hydrated. It was just kind of darker. Yeah, and it's turning back. Okay, so we'll either need some bone meal or we will need to break the ice over here. Wait a second. Can I put down a torch to do that? Surely I can put down a torch to do that. I wonder if torches affect stuff outside of the world border. I would assume that they do. It's going to stay a little bit dark in here for a moment, but I'm not sure what they've done in terms of the mob spawning on this map. I'm not sure if hostile mobs will spawn or not. I assume they will. I mean, they'll spawn from specific spawners, but... Now, let's see if this melts the ice. Maybe put it a little bit closer, put it right there. Yes, it has. Okay, so that's going to hydrate some farmland for us. Wonderful. Let's hoe that. And we have a tree. Oh, wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff, you guys. How about we make ourselves an axe now? This was like Skyblock for a little while. One tree was all we had. But now we are growing some spruce and we can get on with making some tools. Amazing stuff. This is really weird. This is such a strange experience, but I think it's going to be a good one. That will probably do it for today's episode. Let me know what you guys think of this. Let me know if you're excited for a series like this. And leave a like on it if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.